I'm Beowulf Rockland. We shall return. Facepalm America, I'm Beowulf Rockland, facepalmamerica.com. This is kind of turning into a food show, and that's okay. Food is important. We all need food. Not all of us get food, though, especially if we live in what are called food deserts, at least not good food. Usually there's opportunity between convenience stores, which are very expensive and provide not very much wholesome food or vegetables or fruit, and fast food places, which provide even more of the same. A lot of communities in America are dependent on those mostly and don't have a lot of grocery stores that serve them with healthy food. And parts of the city of Chicago are one of those places. And that's why the city of Chicago, according to Jacobin.com, may be opening a municipal grocery store. To combat food deserts in Chicago, the city government is considering opening up a municipal grocery store. The Wall Street Journal recently had a piece about this initiative. In it, Joe Barrett tells the stories of a municipal grocery store in Erie, Kansas, which last year was $123,000 in the red, and a municipal grocery store in St. Paul, Kansas, which is profitable and has been in operation for 16 years. Now, $123,000 in the red, in debt, that seems like not a good thing, but when something is operated as a public service, and the author, Matt Brunig, gets into this deeper in the story, it shouldn't be expected to make a profit. That's not how it should be judged. How it should be judged is it providing something that a community needs that is not being provided otherwise? That's why the post office shouldn't be expected to make a profit. It does something for people. It does something for businesses. Does the fire department need to make a profit? Does the police department need to make a profit? No. And it shouldn't have to. Frankly, hospitals shouldn't have to make a profit. They're here to take care of sick people. That's something that we need done. And it's not something that we should profit on. A lot of people think grocery stores should be the same way. And certainly in places where no one is being served by the system that exists. So let the government step in and fill the need. Similar municipal grocery stores exist elsewhere in the country, including in Baldwin, Florida, which was profiled in the Washington Post 4 years ago. In each case, a generally conservative rural municipality opens up a grocery store because no one else would, and because they feared that not having a grocery store could result in a death spiral of depopulation. Would you choose to live in a place where there was no grocery store for miles and miles and miles? Would you? No, you probably wouldn't. So if you want a community, you have to have something like that. Now, a big company is probably not going to come in and set up a grocery store because they figure, we can't make a bunch of money off of this. And they might be right. That doesn't mean that people don't need it. Not everything has to be based on whether somebody makes a bunch of money off of it or not. Sometimes there are just things that people need, and we have to organize that ourselves. That's okay. That's not communism or socialism. That's taking care of business, because business won't take care of business a lot of the time. This is the story of a lot of state-owned enterprises, SOEs, in the United States and elsewhere in the world. Governments frequently resort to operating their own enterprises only when the private sector fails. For advocates of public ownership, this is a little unfortunate, as it means that SOEs are disproportionately concentrated in extremely challenging business situations, meaning that losing money is more likely than not, which gives rhetorical fuel to those who are ideologically opposed to public enterprise. If governments were more inclined to focus on average or better than average business opportunities, then the average financial outcome of SEOs would be better than they generally are. But again, that's not how they should necessarily be judged. Do they fulfill a public need? You don't have to make money off of everything. And I'll skip down a little further into the story where he talks about this. This does not necessarily mean that the store must have a positive cash flow. It may be impossible within the prevailing conditions to achieve the public policy purpose while also achieving a positive cash flow. Indeed, the fact that other stores are not opening in these areas suggests that it will be very difficult to do so. But it should be aiming to have the best cash flow outcome that is compatible with the achievement of the public policy purpose. Defining the goals this way will not totally protect the project from bad faith criticisms that attempt to declare the project a failure based on goals that the project never aimed to accomplish. But it should provide some protection from that, and also serves as a useful organization and managerial purpose. Clearly defined goals and purposes do not guarantee SOE, state-owned enterprise, success, but the lack of them more or less guarantees failure. Simply put, when businesses won't do the job, we have to do the job. We, the people, as represented by our government. That's what it's for, to take care of stuff. If business doesn't do it, and increasingly, business is not doing it, business is not taking care of basic needs. It's taking care of its own needs and less engaged in the community than it was generations ago. That's where government has to step in. And so it's important. Let there be a municipal grocery store. It can work. The author here says, from what I've read so far, it appears the government is conceptualizing the store as not having a merely commercial purpose where the goal is the highest possible return. Rather, the store is being assigned the public policy purpose of ensuring that all or most Chicagoans live within a certain proximity of a full-service grocery store. And that's an okay purpose, to take care of people. Make sure everyone has a potato. I'm Beowulf Rockland. This is Facepalm America. I want to thank Ace Elson and Rosabelle Hine, who are the producers of this show. Please share this episode with a friend. Tell them in person. Tell them online by sharing it on social media. Rate and review the program where you can do that. And until next time, enjoy the day.